Hello and welcome to the second grade trimester 1 lesson 15 video, and you're going to now return to our start our third investigation, and this is going to be another model, a lot of models with earth science, and this one you're going to pose the question, how does a glacier change the earth? And kind of get that, you want to don't just start with that question, but kind of return back to the initial engagement activity. You could even do a short review at the beginning of this lesson of, okay, we learned about how water has changed the Cedar River around us. We've learned how Earth changes both quickly and slowly, quickly through things like volcanoes. And then you could say, let's go back to this glacier video, and maybe a student commented on that way back at the beginning. And you might say, oh, I remember when so-and-so mentioned something they were interested in glaciers. So let's look at that, because that's something, or you could ask them, do you think a glacier melting is something that happens very quickly or slowly, or a glacier moving, do you think that happens quickly or slowly? And hopefully, hopefully they would say slowly, but if not, if they don't know, they said, well, let's investigate that. So you're going to start this lesson by having them watch a video, and you can just click this and it will kind of show you this one right here, and it will show a glacier. I think it said to have it on mute.
As warmer temperatures become,
but you can, I think you have it on mute because it tells them what's going on, but you can actually, this is a time lapse. Now, it is important to tell your students that this is not something that's happening very quickly, because you could create a misconception that this is something that happens very fast, and actually it takes a very long time for these to melt. You can see, you can even talk about that spot right there, that they were setting up the time-lapse cameras, and they were there for quite a bit of time. So they're going to watch that video and just have them have a discussion of what do you think's happening, why do you think this changed, is this a fast or slow change, and then at the end of that you're going to ask, can we set up a model ourselves and make a model, and hopefully they'll be excited about that. And then this is just a side teacher note for this one. There's the thinking log, page 14 is where they can write down things about glaciers. But a teaching note here at the bottom is your students might have a couple different ideas for their model. They might want to test different size glaciers. They might want to test what glaciers do in sand versus soil or something like that, because in the next lesson you're going to have a small plastic tub. You're going to put some sand in or some soil in, and then you're going to put a big model ice glacier, and you could freeze an ice cream carton or like a Cool Whip carton. The bigger the better, and these things actually do melt pretty quickly, so you shouldn't have problems with that. We learned that this summer when we tested them out. But you do want to set this up so in the faculty lounge you want to freeze 4 to 6, however many groups you want to have, and you want to have some containers with different water and rocks or sand and soil. But you definitely want to have that frozen before the next lesson, so you could, if you're planning to do it the next day, you want to have that ready to go.